We're all on a journey, and this journey has a purpose of self-alignment and to understand that we have been brought here on this earth for a reason which is much higher than what our physical sense can perceive. It is a grace, it is a meaning that we get that has to be from the deepest core of your being. And this is work that your soul does across lifetimes. So when you find that space where you're being inspired, where you're being pushed, you can still be in the middle of struggle and wounding, but to see that push and to see that grace and to see the meaning in your life, why you were put here, why you went through all what you have gone through, why you have had the suffering and the challenges in your life that you have experienced. All of it leads you to realizing that balance, realizing that there is a joint partnership of the scars and the wounds and of the faith and the trust that you have to display, which means that each and every single day you have to acknowledge the presence of your life situation, your wounds, but at the same time you also give gratitude, give thanks, give acknowledgement to that what you cannot see, that what you may not even feel at this moment, but that is there for you. And the bridge from being wounded to not seeing to just doing the action that puts you in alignment with what your higher purpose is, that journey is faith, and that is pushed by you. So initially you may be very uncomfortable, you may fight it, you may actually give up so many times, you may feel it's not worth it, you may feel like you're just going on a hamster wheel or you're in a rut. But when you keep pushing yourself, when you keep crying blood, sweat and tears, but still stick to the faith and the trust that something better is going to come for you, something better is ordained for you, and you uphold yourself, you honor the dream that you have dreamt all your life, that is when alignment happens, that is when you calm down, that is when you absolutely resonate in that higher frequency that you are brought on this earth to resonate at. And when you're doing that, that's when your ideas, your purpose, your creativity, your pursuit of that work that you are meant to do, the service that will help people in your energy field that have been calling you, your calling that has been calling you, all that comes into focus. And the pain and the scars that were in focus get out of frame, get dissolved, or are there, but they are somewhere far away. So you're not focused only on your life situation, but you're focused on the grace and on the even the discomfort. So if you say, oh my God, I don't want to do this today, why is this happening to me? But you still make that effort. You still, if you're writing a book, you still make that time and you put in whatever it is, you type out, say maybe 2 pages or a paragraph that day, through gnashing your teeth and being disgruntled, but saying, no, this is what I do to honor myself. When you do that, and things like that, maybe you just go for a walk, maybe you just draw something, because that's what your connection to yourself is, and that's the self work for you. Maybe you make a collage of your baby pictures and you look at it and you admire it and you love it and you see the strength of you in it. So rather than being all wound up in the scars and the hurt and the heavy emotions, you're actually doing new things. You're moving out. You're telling your brain that you're not this person that's identified with this struggle. And it's not that you're suppressing it or pushing it. You are acknowledging it. You're saying, yeah, it hurts like crazy. But this is what trust means. This is what honoring myself means. This is what walking in faith means. And this is what my own dreams mean to me. I will be loyal to who I was when I was a kid. And I have memory of that. I have memory of how brave I was when I did this, that, or the other. You have memory of that. It's just that we forget. We get so caught up, and life happens and it teaches us and conditions us and makes us survive. It's actually trying to help you. It's trying to reduce and lessen the pain for you by giving you all those things that you now associate with, which are not truly yours. The failure, the thoughts that say that, oh, I'm not going to succeed, or it's not going to happen for me. Maybe it'll happen for someone else, but not for me. But when you consciously, with deliberate effort, say, no, that's not me. Or say, okay, maybe I don't know. Is it me? Is it me? I'm not sure. Why is this happening? But at the same time, you say, I'm going to push through this. I'm going to, even through my nails, if I have to crawl through with it, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to write that 2 pages, or I'm going to draw that painting or make that collage. So that's when you, little by little, each day you do that work. Each day you refuse to accept what thoughts and critique and criticism is going on in your mind about you. And you connect with your courage, you connect with your childhood memories of how you just showed up somewhere and did something. You got lost, but you didn't cry, or you cried, but you still had the wisdom and the presence of mind to call the right person, to talk to the right person. Or maybe something really happened that was not good, but you still had the presence of mind to reach out to a positive space rather than in a negative space. So that's bravery, that's grit, that's gumption, and that's what you're made of. And that's what I want you to attach to, connect to, work with, and not the physical symptoms of maybe physical pain in your body, or emotional pain, or negative, angry, bitter, cynical thoughts that keep swirling around. So acknowledge those, they are there for a reason, but push through those, push very hard, push like crazy through them. They are not your truth. Your truth is your resources, your grace, your meaning that is within you like an instinct. It is intuitively within you. So when you do these little things, then you align with what purpose you have come here to serve. And then that manifests, and different people, different opportunities show up, and then you seize those opportunities, you seize those moments, and even with knees shaking, even with thoughts which are constantly still swirling with say no, maybe not, you go forth, you take one step at a time, and you just do it. You don't have to see the whole picture. You see one little tiny step and you do it. And that's a step towards self-loyalty. That's a step that says, I will not betray myself anymore. I've done it in the past. I have betrayed myself, but that's not me now. And when you do that, you will see that your connection, your balance, and your willingness to do a little bit more increases. And you need to do this through the pain, through the swirling thoughts, through all of the negativity which still exists. It will coexist, and it's not a wiped out clean slate that you will get to draw on absolutely new things. It will coexist. There will be blotches of the memories, there will be flare-ups of those emotions. But with that, you will also be self-connected. You will also be aligned. And the working of the two together, of the flare-ups, of the wounds, of the triggers, the patterns, and the voice that says, this is not who I am. I am balance. I am connection. I am dignity and respect for myself. I am compassion towards myself. I am gentleness. And I am all that I am. I am the light. And when you connect to that, that is when magic happens. And that magic and that light is within you. And it's just waiting. It's been waiting very patiently for you, and it'll keep waiting. It shows you glimpses, and I know that for a fact that you have seen glimpses of it. So connect to that even more. Those were not coincidences. Those glimpses were the glimpses into your core of your strength and your intuitiveness and your energy. So work in that and work with whatever you get as glimpses, and that will become more and more, and soon you will understand how to live with the two together. It's not a clean slate. This has happened, but it's over, and now you have the ability, you have the push, the spiritual guidance to move ahead, and you're being shown and blessed and given all the loving kindness, all the beautiful energy that you require to take that first step, to be kind, to do whatever it is that needs to be done for you. And little by little, you will do it each and every day, and newer things will show up for you. And you will do newer things each and every day for yourself. And you will then fall in love with who you are and with what your situation is at this moment. You will not clamor to completely eradicate it, or you will not clamor to change it in a way that when all that goes is then a clean slate when I start my self-work. No, you will know that both go hand in hand. Maybe some days you really fall and bruise, but those days maybe you just let it scatter. But the next day, you come back to square one. You come back to the starting point, to the drawing board, and again you take that step. And again you take that step the next day. And that is what healing is about. And that is what gives you the connection to you, to your soul, to lifetimes of work that you are doing in this life when you do those small steps of self-connection and self-loyalty. So I wish you a lot of love, a lot of healing, a lot of brilliant electric violet energy that pours in through your crown chakra, and it heals each and every part of your being that is in pain, that is struggling, that is wounded, that has scars. It heals all of that and dissolves it, dissipates it, and sends it into Mother Earth for transmutation. And you receive your blessings, you receive permission to be connected to that deep intuitive light and guidance that is your instinct and your purpose for which you have taken on this body. So you take that healing energy, you take that beautiful, brilliant light, electric violet light again, which is now rejuvenated you, which is now energized you, which is now flowing through the course of your veins, every cell of your body, every part of your body is flooded with this beautiful, magnificent light. And you take it into each and every part, and that assists you and lights your way and gives you new ideas. It gives you new energy. It refreshes you to combine the scars with the new actions and the acknowledgement of both, and not the clamoring the calmness, the balance, the alignment. And this beautiful energy, imagine it going through the soles of your feet deep down into Mother Earth and rooting you and grounding you. And imagine from the top of your head, the crown chakra, up into cosmos, another axis. So imagine you having an axis going from your crown chakra to cosmos, and from the soles of your feet deep down into Mother Earth, grounded in your higher purpose, resonating in your highest frequency, and you have permission to receive whatever new thoughts and actions that are coming into your being in this moment, that are sparking your joy and new ideas and new ways of looking at wherever it is you are, whatever it is that you are struggling with or that is a challenge in your life, it's being flooded with this new energy, healing energy. And you knowing that when you take that entire healing into your being, you are able to get new impetus and a new push for a new day. And that's enough for you. And you accept that with grace, and you take that little tiny step that you have to, with love for yourself, with compassion for yourself, with admiration for yourself, because all what you have done is very hard. It's not easy, but you have done it. So give yourself that love, give yourself that connection, give yourself that pat on your back, and connect with that, and let the wounding be, let the piercing pain be. It's there, it had its purpose, it had its reason, and it has awakened you. And imagine your future self with radiating beautiful energy and in a space that is purely you, you owning every decision of your life, you standing up for yourself, you standing up for every decision that you made, learning from every space in your life that you have been in, and coming to a centered, very beautiful space within you. Whatever you had to learn from the life event, you have learned. You have balanced out all equations, all karma, all debts that had to be paid are done. And now you are ready. You have been made absolutely rejuvenated and refreshed to bring into your existence that reason for which you took on this body, that purpose for which you had to go through this pain. Without this pain, you could not know why you are here. Initially, you felt it as pain, you received it as struggle and challenge. But when you kept connecting, when you kept pushing through, when you kept hitting your head with it, at the same time having the grace of trust, even if it was a tiny sliver, you kept doing it, you did the hard work. And now you see that what has to manifest for you, reveal for you, is revealing itself. And your future self is radiating in the decisions that you have taken today, in the space that you are creating for your future self. And when your future self looks at you, it loves you back for taking these steps at this moment. And it tells you you have saved so much time for it. You have up-leveled it to a space that is actually being blessed so manifold that it is making up for lost time. So just accept and give yourself permission. It may not feel so right now at this moment, but you will find shifts. you will find lightness. You will find a freeing of your being. Be in that space and enjoy the rest of your day in this space. And whoever you meet, who you think needs that energy, that healing, send out that healing to that person. Send out the healing to those that are not, that don't have access to this kind of healing within themselves, that you can share and you can give them through the healing that you have now. So thank you for your time. Thank you for listening, and connect and stay forever in balance and in that instinctive, intuitive core purpose for which you were given this body.